for most of them. It feels pretty good for Varus.
Yeah, and okay, so I think it would also feel really good for Shen to play into the Jax. I'm not entirely sure. Of course, Shen does like to auto-attack as well, so it's sort of like Twilight Refuge. Chovy 5-1 on the Anivia thus far. Also Keen undefeated on this Varus that hasn't played it all too much, as now Ona could be in a little bit of trouble here. Steals away the Wolf Camp, and Duro's going to make his way in. Ona without Flash is just going to get taunted up and destroyed, and that is the proactivity that we've been looking for from Gen.G, but Faker is also going to get on in here, seeing whether he can push them away. Carrier taking a lot of damage as Ruler throwing the bombs around. And now Pays should be able to execute him. Picks up the kill. All baited there beautifully. And Duro went for the...
As Carrier is just going to push Ruler away. They are going to be able to get this first dragon with this amount of control. And Doran is behind as well. But this means way less, I think. Doran is still a Jax that's still going to be able to do a lot in this game, whereas
threatening a Realm Warp.
This is such a bad game state here for Gen.G. Chovy might be able to make a play, though.
Yeah, does find the stun onto Faker. He's ghosting. There is a Varus making his way down the river, though. Chains of Corruption goes wide, but Cease and Desist cannot actually go wide. Chovy's going to pick it up with a Glacial. Take a little back himself, but this is not an even trade.
This is kind of risky here for Gen.G. Carrier's here. Doran's also collapsing.
Chovy moves over a control ward. They get vision absolutely everywhere. There is a secure on the blue buff, but it's a decent taunt to land. Still, there is going to be that great Crescent Guard. Still he goes down. Doran gets in there. It's a massive counter-strike, but where's the follow-up? Faker is now in there, but he's put into the Glacial Storm, and Doran is put into the ground. Flash over the wall. Faker is going to get taken out. Duro misses the taunt, but it doesn't seem to really matter. The Twilight Refuge keeps him alive for a little while, as now Keen has rotated over and Pays goes down. It's a triple for the Gen.G 80 carry who comes from the top lane. Quadra! And just Game 3. It is coming, as there is the Drake secured. Chemtech Soul this game as well. Not exactly the greatest of Chemtech angles, but still will be valuable. As Duro looking to try and stop Ona here, who has just permanently been counter-jungling in a game state that's been kind of weird, to be perfectly honest. They get into the Crescent Guard, or at least they try to. Keen not quite able to get a lot of value there, as Carrier just trying to play some defense. They're waiting for another Shadow Dashes. In goes Duro, but he doesn't get the taunt. Still Keen. He's able to grab his 5th of the game. Faker now trying to run away. He's got the Ghost. So running is something he's pretty good at, but the Cease and Desist comes down, the stun to follow up, and Carrier can do nothing to help out.
A set of advantages that I did not see coming after what happened in the early game.
Yeah, I would agree. Faker is now once again in a whole lot of trouble. The Chain CC is coming on through, as the Glacial Storm will be up again. But it's not going to be Faker dying this time around. Carrier might be in trouble, though, as Ona is already over here looking to try and defend their mid laner. But the wall comes down. Ona is punched over it, so Canyon kind of saves him there momentarily. Wind becomes lightning over towards the Krugs, and Ona will be able to at least keep himself alive.
Carrier does not want to ult here to save him, wants to hold on to that. Will not have to use it ultimately. Like you said, because Canyon gets him over the wall, and so Carrier gets to hold on to that really important encore. Doran is trying to do a thing with Pays.
Yeah, Pays is going to show up here. Faker is there as well. Kane is extremely dead. Mega dead, some would say. And so he is...
With 3 grubs is massive for T1.
Yeah, and this gold lead is going to really disappear. As now Faker is also probably going to disappear. Canyon's going to show up, does manage to get the kill. I thought maybe he'd just grab himself an assist. That doesn't happen, but the turret is going to fall down towards...
Especially if you get onto Faker, because this actualizer feels like it's never going to be built this game if something doesn't change.
Oh, yeah. That is going to be a teleport to the mid lane here from Chovy as well. He was shadowing to make sure that Keen could get that turret. It was actually a very cute play. True Shot Barrage is not going to connect onto too much here as it sails towards the top side of the map, and the Rift Herald should be claimed here by Gen.G. We do have 10 seconds on this next dragon, but it's not soul point for anyone just yet, as we've traded the first couple of Drakes. Does put it in a kind of awkward spot. See exactly how highly it's going to be prioritized on either side, as the Rift Herald does go over to Gen.G. And T1 moves straight into this Dragon Pit. Now not wasting any time at all to make sure they can grab the answering objective, and there it is, secured here by Ona.
I don't think they can defend this mid turret at all. They were rushing back towards it after taking the dragon down, but instead they're just going to send Doran to the sides and let this turret go. It's just too much pressure here. Just give this up. I think You know, early game T1 might have been looking for a fight there, but I think in this game,
and get the heck out of there. And if you are the Seraphine, it can be very dangerous. It's now Duro just going to be able to get himself out. It is going to be the flash over from Ona, who does find the wind becomes lightning onto Chovy. True Shot Barrage connects as well. And there's the Rune Prison taken down to the egg. Let's see whether the damage can come on through. The Encore, fantastic. They take out the egg, but at what cost? As Ona and Doran both fall in the pit. Keen is going to break his arm guard. That might actually keep him alive as Ruler is controlling space.
In this moment here for T1, because they're letting Gen.G have the Dragon. Faker's getting money. I mean, he needs it desperately. They just need to stall this game out. That's really their best bet here. And so Canyon gets Dragon, but they're not opting in.
There's definitely a Rise 1. Faker is definitely not going to be using it. Does Ezreal have one? I don't think so, but there is definitely a Varus one and a Vi one. But now we've also got a very dead Ona as Gen.G utilizing Duro's ability to get anywhere on the map pretty effectively here, but in the delivery, Duro in position, the Encore goes completely wide, but Duro is going to be taken down, left on his lonesome, and Chovy, it's a great stun onto Doran to avoid that counter-strike, and now he's just kiting them around. Another stun comes in. Pays will find him though. The Arcane shift forward, it's a decent dodge, but it is not enough, and Pays is going to be able to get his revenge. A second death here.
Really ahead. And maybe didn't even trust his own damage there.
All right, Cease and Desist does come down here. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to push back the Jax, and he just blows.
Another on that Dragon. The fact that Doran has TP is really valuable here because he can continue.
Baron pretty dangerous as True Shot Barrage over the top as well is going to land onto 2. Ruler and Keen taking a lot of damage here. So they do need to be careful. Look at that wall, plus the Glacial Storm and the 2-man stun. Still, T1 are going to be able to walk over it. Duro taking a lot of damage. And there is the Encore flash, but Canyon able to get himself out of the way. They get themselves the grab, but Canyon going to go down to the GA so early, and in goes Chovy trying to be in the Crescent Guard to make something happen. Canyon should get taken down here. It's Pays that gets the shutdown. Keen goes gold, and Owner is over the Glacial Storm and out of trouble as it's a double for Pays. At full health, he's going to pick up the third one as well, and Ruler not going to be able to do anything about this other than kill Carrier from half health.
And let's see if he can get out of this one. I don't think so. Nice try with the satchel, but Doran is just going to slap him on the back of the head. And down he goes, and now it's T1's Baron. T1 incredibly patient in this game. And Gen.G, for the first time in a long time, finally got
such a massive lead for so long. Duro takes a lot of damage from another one of these True Shot Barrages. And we're seeing the power of this Ezreal that has been a big problem all week long. Canyon looks for the angle towards Bezo. Mega Inferno Bomb. Can they kill him? That's the question. And the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is no, not yet. As down goes Canyon first. Crescent Guard for Owner, and T1's War Machine is rolling over Gen.G. It looks like that 2-0 you were talking about is a little more imminent than we even expected.
Yeah, they're just going to push this bottom lane where everybody's here. They've got the wave, they've got Baron, and Gen.G could not hold on to the lead. They had such an advantage. Keen got a quadra kill in the early game. Faker was 2,500 gold behind, but it just doesn't matter. They bide their time, they play a slow control game, and on the Baron, the objective that matters, they get the win. They get another win on the bottom side, push to end. As